Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, this sexy and the not so sexy. This is just my thoughts, just random thoughts. I got a lot going on, and I figured I would share. I want to talk about Melle Mel first. His Instagram track, I believe it was, uh, being very disrespectful to Eminem, and that was an interesting shot. And when I hear debates about Melle Mel's verse, on one side I hear, how could you do that flow? How could you do that dated flow? Why would you rap in 2023 with a flow that is 80, 80, no, before 78 flow, 75? When did the message come out? Because he was in that cadence. As a lyricist, he was in that cadence. And at one time, that cadence was the smash. The message is, I got to put respect on Melle Mel's name. Facts. That's the message is definitely consciousness ahead of its time, out of the gate, self-awareness bars, right? But he kept in that cadence. So the lyrical side of me is just like, how could you not evolve and close to, on this, the 50th anniversary of hip hop? How could you not evolve your flow? So we see he's in the gym physically, but it doesn't seem that he is in the gym lyrically. And this bothers me because it's just like, you know what I mean? On one end, I heard my main man, Chief Vaughn, M.O.E.T, A&R in-house. At one point, I heard him he was saying, well, what do you expect? He's going to be in that cadence. And he's got an amazing point there. But the lyrical side of me, again, says we have to evolve. We have to explore different pockets. What do I look like giving y'all the same concept twice? I'm mad abstract. I gotta talk about, it can still be conscious, but I gotta hit you with a different melody, okay? Now, let me put respect on Melle Mel's name again, because this is raw tonight. I got the pantry door open, so I don't give a fuck. The lyrical side, like I was saying, the lyrical side of me feels way about, I found my spot. I found what I was talking about. Okay. The lyrical side of me feels a way if you don't explore melody, is where we left off. But you can still be conscious, is what I said. And the point I was ultimately trying to make is that I had to put respect back on Melle Mel's name, because when I hear his argument, aside from my huge disagreement with how he chose to ride that beat, this beat selection was stop it, dog. That was, I don't know what that was. And his cadence, you know how I feel about that. But then when he flips the argument, see, he's winning the war. Melle Mel is winning the war on the narrative of what the fuck he's actually saying. And he just like, y'all are just shit talkers. Now, I don't think he heard the people he called just shit talkers. I don't think he has really went in depth to a lot of those hidden gems on catalogs, notably like, I think Jay-Z and Beans did a song called this wasn't the name of the song, but it was something to the effect of, this is the ignorant shit you like. You know what I mean? And he was just talking so ignorant, but it was, but the way, but the hyperbolic spin on the verse was bananas. Um, you have a number of Nas joints. Off the top of my head, the joint "Undying Love," where he painted such a vivid picture of love and tragedy. Okay, so you know, I mean, yeah, I don't believe he went that deep. However, you know, I mean, if he wants to make a surface level argument as to what the is a conscious narrative better than what we, you know, what it is of what's going on or what's being sold to us. Can't argue that shit all fucking day. Mel, in the off chance you see this fucking vlog, get in the gym lyrically, my guy, and make that same argument, and you will truly destroy everyone in your fucking way, my dog. Moving forward, speaking of lyrical proficiency, I just stayed up a tad. Well, I usually do. I was going to say a tad late, but I don't start shadow boxing until it's like midnight. I don't know, something about the moon's energy, even if it's not full. I just want to mumble to myself, and I just want to really go over flows. I really like nailing a flow. And that brings me to the second part of just my thoughts, random thoughts. And I really want to talk about something that bothers me with some of my fellow MCs. And this is for some of my major MCs. When stars don't nail that I admire, or a high level, your favorite rapper, or even your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, when she or he starts rapping and they want you to sing most of the song, I don't mind that after a hard day's work of barring us up. I'll definitely, coming towards the end of the night, the crowd can finish the crowd can finish the song freaking for you. You put on all night, we got you. But some of my G's be coming out of the gate and they be missing key bars, and I like flipping the flow and performing it and making the live version smash the album version, you know? So to get into that space, and I know there's going to be a lot of performances for me and my guys coming here at the end of September. It's on. We're going to Atlanta for a number of projects, and that should be fun. I will keep you guys up to date. Fuck with me on Twitter and TikTok, actually. Probably live the whole Atlanta trip on TikTok, or most of it at least. Graffiti, BLEU, at TikTok, graffiti underscore BLEU on Twitter. And I typically say, hey, this is what's going on there. The mission, which now has me segue into the mission. Why am I practicing and practicing and practicing and getting my bars freaking tight? Oh, all of the rock stars don't necessarily skimp on bars. I saw a Griselda show, and that shit was a lyrical astonishment. Not only was they saying some really real shit, but they was giving the crowd all they could handle lyrically, especially for a lyricist like me. When you hit in all the fucking pockets and you're doing that, and you have the projection, and that shit sounds The live sounds better than the record. Fuck, that's my shit. So, but just to let you know why I'm getting ready, why I'm in my bag, is I know that Atlanta is going to be heavy. I'm going to be in Atlanta from September, what's that? Thursday, September 28th, Friday, September 29th, Saturday, September 30th, and Sunday, October 1st. Hitting up Decatur Live with Kelvin Rowe at some point. This is wishful thinking because he typically, me and the homie go back. He typically gives me a spot on that stage when I come through. We haven't spoke yet. That is the plan, though. Kevin, I need to rock at your spot, bro. Kelvin Rowe. Not a publicist now. That's a load off. I'll segue into how hard. The last thing I'll talk about is how hard independent artists have to fucking work. You know what I mean? When you're rolling out an album without the machine behind you. While we're together, so we got a lot of shit going on. And Sassy, the publicist, is really cracking whips. Is a number of photo shoots that is filming a video to the song "Who Is She Really?" That is doing a video to the song. What other song are we doing? Who Is She Really? Top 5. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys heard Top 5 yet. It was released as the second single. Was it? I think it was released as a second single. And yeah, and we're it's a posse cut. So that's the more inspiration of freaking to get in your bag and make sure when you go to Atlanta, you're sharp because you're gonna be in a freaking house like freaking slaughterhouse or some shit where where you're gonna be in a house and you're gonna be in a crib with like all of these other MCs and imagine no you have to sharpen your sword before you fucking go. You have to be on point. And ultimately, last thing I'm going to talk about is publicists, how hard it is. And I don't even want to say hard. It's really not work if you're enjoying yourself. However, there is a self-discipline that one needs when you're running your own company and you're trying to get after it on your own without a corporate machine necessarily behind you. You have a budget, but you don't have that crazy corporate budget where you can just whatever, you know what I mean? You would have to pay it back though. And something Dame Dash said recently, or at least I saw recently, was like, he is like, really not a boss unless you put your own money up. And that was so real to me. And it really gave me, I don't feel bad about spending bread because you can't take it with you, but you definitely have to be responsible, especially when investing in yourself and in your, on an artistic nature. You know what I'm saying? You can't, if you bet on yourself, you can't really lose at all. However, you want to make your moves as if you're moving on a chessboard. I want to be reckless. Yeah, no risk, no reward, of course. You have to freaking go for it. So sometimes also going for it is getting an extra set of hands. And man, just having the pub, just having Sassy on deck. I mean, there's just so much legwork that has to be done, when you're doing a project with these ambitions, okay? That's not a complaint, but it's being, If you got it, every decision has to be contemplated for ultimate success, especially in that arena, in this arena. Is my move the best move? Is this move one of the better moves that I could think of right now? You follow what I'm saying? You're not always going to make the absolute best move. It would be cool to make your next move your best move. You know, cliche. No, that's a bar. I remember T.I. saying that, but more people have had to have said it in a verse. I just remember that being in a T.I. song. That yeah, why'd you have to go and do that? I think he said that. Anyway, um, the self discipline that I that is necessary to pull project off on a level of success, especially the one that you're shooting for. You know, and hopefully those goals are ambitious ones. But at the end of the day, I really believe everybody knows about how much energy it's going to take for the success that you want. We be fronting, we procrastinate, or we may try to not look it in the face. But when you've had a good day at the gym, finally we came back around to the gym. When we go back into the gym, when we come out of the gym, we know if we got a good workout or not, right? You know if you hit it good. When you push yourself, you know. When you don't push yourself, you know. When you did enough to satisfy it, you know. When you just came under the line of what your real goal was, you know. You know. So when we're not experiencing the type of however you define success, success could just be a peaceful moment. Okay. How are you if you haven't achieved that success? You think about if you think about it to conclusion, you probably will agree that you didn't go as hard as you could have on that one. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Um, I'll holla at your boy on Twitter, and oh, hit me on the gram too, man. Graffiti underscore blue. Some people don't know how to spell graffiti. Not most people know how to spell graffiti, but there are a nice little section of people who don't. GRAFFITI underscore BLEU.